Welcome back guys to another FPL podcast where I'm going to show you both free hit and wildcard team drafts for FPL Game Week 4. It's usual to have the injury problems after national break in our fantasy teams, and maybe you have decided to use wildcard or just free hit for the next fixture. So I'm going to advise you the best players to suit wildcard and free hit in the both situation. So guys, before I do that, I want to ask you to subscribe to the channel and like this video and help me to reach the milestone which is on the screen right now. And what's the most important, join in my league and make little competition between us. I want to explain the difference between free hit and wildcard team drafts in this episode. The free hit, of course, will be focused on a single match day, because after match day 4, the team which was before match day 4 will be returned for match day 5, and that's important thing to do. And under wildcard, I will focus about on the long perspective, guys, because under wildcard, using wildcard chip must be so wise, because under the wildcard we must focus on the long perspective, because there are many matches ahead. First of all, I want to tell you difference between free hit and wildcard. Under free hit, we must focus on a single match day, because after match day 4 the team will be returned. For example, I just uploaded video about my transfer targets for FPL Game Week 4, and you can see that video, and those transfer targets will be very usable for a free hit card. But under wildcard, we must focus on a long perspective, because we have many matches ahead, and of course it will be so wrong to focus on a single match day, because we will be punished for the next fixtures. So guys, I'm going to start with a free hit, and I'm going to reveal the goalkeepers and defenders under free hit card. I'm going to start with David Raya from Arsenal, who is playing against Nottingham Forest, and in Nottingham Forest we got terrible problems, because possibly Nuno Espirito Santo is going to be fired after that game. He has the tension, there is the tension between the head coach and the president. So guys, I think Arsenal must take that opportunity and beat Nottingham Forest at home, and they don't love to concede many goals. In the case of Arsenal, I think it is high percentage to have a clean sheet against Nottingham Forest, and David Raya will be great goalkeeper and great asset for under free hit for match day 4. On the bench, I will have the Broca, who is playing against Liverpool, but he will not have huge influence in our team. Next is Timber, the teammate of David Raya, and the same reason I just picked David Raya. I just expect the clean sheet against Nottingham Forest at Emirates, and despite the fact Arsenal will not have Saka in that game, I think they have to win. And also Timber is very contributive player in this year in FPL. It was Gabriel in the last year, but this year Calafiori and Timber just took that piece of responsibilities, and they scored goals from set pieces. You know Arsenal loves to score from the set pieces, and Timber will be great asset in our team. Next is Munoz from Crystal Palace, who is playing against Sunderland, and I think Sunderland is going to be relegated after that campaign, and I think Munoz has a very good ability to have a clean sheet at least, and you know he's very active in attack, so he has ability to score a goal or make an assist against Sunderland. Next one is Cucurella against Brentford, and he has also the same ability to score a goal or just make an assist against Brentford. I think he just made an assist already in this season, and 2 clean sheets out of 3 possible. So I think Cucurella and another Chelsea players, of course, have a good will have the good performance against Brentford. Despite the fact Palmer is out, I think Chelsea will win the match in a away game, and Cucurella will have huge influence, because I think they need the clean sheet, and who else but Cucurella has good ability to have that good ball recoveries, and also huge importance in his team. And you know, if you watch Chelsea's matches, the new new corner kick tactic. I mean, Kukureya has good importance in it, and there is a huge opportunity to make an assist by that way. Next one is Ronaldo and Diouf, and both of them are going to be on the bench. So I'm going to start with three defenders under the free hit. So guys, Ronaldo and Diouf, of course, possibly they're going to concede goal, but the substitutions have and the bench has not a huge influence on the team under free hit. So I will pick the players which will be cheaper, of course, to have the core money on the starting lineup. So guys, I'm going to start now with my midfielders. I'm going to start with Jack Grealish, who is in the brilliant shape and just couple of double assists in the last two matches. So guys, 4 assists in summary for Everton, and he's going to face his former team Aston Villa, and I think he's going to be motivated, and also he has the ability to play well against Aston Villa, where Villans are not in the best shape and they just struggle to play, while Aston Villa wants to have the first 3 points in PL this year. I think Everton has the ability to score goals against them, and who else but Jack Grealish will be active in attack, and he has that ability to have the assist or score a goal, the first goal for Everton against his former club. The next player are going to be two Liverpool players, Salah and Gakpo. The Salah draft is controversial, I know, because he just his price is too high, but Salah, I think, despite the fact he has not the best start in the time of Mohamed Salah, I think he is able to score goals and assists against Burnley, and Burnley possibly who is going to be relegated after this campaign. I think that Liverpool will have that opportunity to score as many goals as is possible, and who else but Mohamed Salah needs that moment to take it and just regain his shape. So next one is Cody Gakpo, who will be also motivated because after the transfer of Isak, possibly him or Ekitike is going to be benched in the near future, and both of them just feel the pressure, and I think Gakpo and Ekitike both will be motivated, but against Burnley it's a huge chance to prove that you are worth to be in the starting lineup. So guys, next player is going to be Semenyo from Bournemouth, who is playing against Brighton, and Semenyo just started very well in FPL. He is too efficient, and I think Semenyo has the ability to make a good contribution for our team on match day 4. And the last midfielder is going to be Luis Mali from Newcastle, and you are right, he will be on the bench in my team. So guys, my tactic is going to be 3-4-3 under the free hit, and Luis Mali will be on the bench. So I'm going to tell you my forward. I'm going to start with João Pedro, and I think he's the best forward at this moment in FPL. He scored many crucial goals for Chelsea, and he had huge impact when he was transferred in Chelsea. So guys, in absence of Delap, in absence of Palmer, and he have to play as a forward, and that just increases the opportunity to score a goal. And João Pedro just saved my last game weeks, because he just made a huge contribution, and of course he's one of the contender to be captain on match day 4. Next one will be Mateta from Crystal Palace, who is playing against Sunderland, and Sunderland just conceded many goals already in Premier League, and Crystal Palace will have that opportunity to score as many goals as is possible. And who else but Mateta, who also takes penalties and set pieces, and he will be a huge asset in our team. Next is Ekitike, who just feels the pressure, I think, in a transfer of Isak. Ekitike will have that opportunity to prove that he is worth to be in the starting lineup. And the transfer saga of Isak for Liverpool was like this. Just Liverpool want to buy Isak at first, and then they realized that it was impossible to by Isak on the transfer window, so they just made fast move and bought Ekitike in their team, and then Isak became available, and they also buy Isak. So guys, you are Ekitike, imagine, and that kind of situation. just Isak was the first choice, and possibly Isak will be the first choice in Liverpool starting lineup for Arne Slot. And Ekitike just played very well in the first fixtures. He just scored goals, made an assist, and he plays very well. He has huge efficiency for Liverpool, and possibly they are going to play with Ekitike and Isak, with both players. So guys, I think Ekitike feels the pressure at this moment, and he will use that opportunity to score many goals against a team like Burnley. And I think he's the main character and main contender to be the captain, him or Salah or João Pedro. Between those three players, I'm going to decide under free hit. Yeah, so guys, if you use the free hit and take that team, you just my advice will be to make captaincy between Ekitike, João Pedro, and Mohamed Salah. My preference, to be honest, is Ekitike at this moment. So guys, that's my free hit, and if you like it, you can tell me in the comment section, or if you have you would make some correction in it. Of course, I'm on it, and I will listen it, of course. So guys, now see the wildcard draft. As I told you, we must focus on a long perspective under the wildcard. So my goalkeeper are going to be Robert Sanchez from Chelsea and Dubravka from Burnley. So guys, Robert Sanchez from from Chelsea, and he's going to face Brentford in that fixture, then Manchester United, and then Brighton. And we got next fixtures, guys. Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. Of course, the fixtures are not easy, but I think Robert Sanchez and Chelsea, who just made clean sheet 2 times out of 3 possible, I think they are continue to do like this. And at least for the next 3 fixtures, I just predict 2 clean sheets against possibly Brentford and Manchester United, because I think United is not able to score against Chelsea. The defense, I'm going to start with Cuti Romero from Spurs, and they're playing against West Ham. And if you see the fixtures, guys, and just Spurs made two clean sheets out of 3 possible, and their next fixtures are going to be brilliant, because match against West Ham in away game, then it's Brighton in away game, Wolves and Leeds, then Aston Villa and Everton, and then Chelsea. So guys, Spurs have very good fixtures in ahead, and I think having Cuti Romero, who is also very good at ball recoveries and clearances, and possibly he will have the defense contribution points. I think Cuti Romero is worth to pick under the wildcard, and his price is 5 million, and he will be great asset for our team. Next is the cheap option Reynaldo, who is also very good at ball recoveries and clearances, but huge minus. He's playing for Sunderland, and Sunderland just concedes goals, many goals. The first fixture was only the one where Sunderland did not concede a goal, but I think with ball recoveries and clearances and the possible contribution, Reynaldo is a good player for the bench under the wildcard. Next is Cucurella from Chelsea, and I just explained under the wildcard, under the free hit card moment, that Cucurella is a great player, and he's very active in attack. He also loves to score goals, makes assists. At ball recoveries, he's also good. Not the best, not the better than Romero or others, but he has possible huge contribution for our team, because I think Chelsea will have good clean sheets, many clean sheets in the next fixtures. Next is Timber from Arsenal, and the same reason I just picked him under the free hit. He's very active in attack, and he loves to score goals. This year he just made double against Leeds. And guys, from the set pieces, he's active. At ball recoveries, he's also good. And I just had the dilemma who would be the starting player, Ben White or Timber, but in the last matches it just revealed that Timber is the first choice for Arteta, and Ben White will be on the bench. So guys, the next is Gay from Crystal Palace, and you know that I just had Munoz under the free hit, but under wildcard it's better to have a cheaper option, Gay from Crystal Palace. And also the fixtures is same, you know, but maybe a little bit frustration why he did not move to Liverpool, and he could not move to Liverpool, but I think he will have to continue to be in the best shape, because the World Cup is in front and everyone wants to be in a shape. And just like Guy, English player, and of course he wants to play for the Free Lions, and of course he will have the good season, I think. And at ball recoveries he's also he's the jam at ball recoveries. Now let's see my midfield line. The midfield, I'm going to start with Jack Grealish, because he's in a brilliant shape and just made couple of assists. Just in summary, he has 4 assists at this moment. And if we see the next fixtures, match against Aston Villa, his former club, at home, then it's Liverpool. I know it's hard game, but we got West Ham United, Crystal Palace, and then Manchester City, Spurs, Sunderland, and Fulham. So the next fixtures are so balanced if we see the difficulty. So guys, Jack Grealish is the must pick, I think, at this moment, because he's in a great shape, and I think he had the ability to continue to play like this. We got next Otara Dango from Brentford, and despite the fact that the match against Chelsea on the match day 4, possibly he's going to be on the bench, but he has also ability to play in the starting lineup for the next games. And if you see the fixtures, Chelsea, then Fulham, then Manchester United, Manchester City, West Ham, and then Liverpool. I know the fixtures are difficult, but Otara Dango has the ability to score goals and make huge contribution for our team. And when we have the difficult fixtures, of course he will be on the bench. Next player is going to be Salah from my team, from Liverpool in my team, because I think Salah has the ability to redeem himself again. And despite the fact the beginning is not the best in the time of Mohamed Salah, and under that price, the match against Burnley, then Everton, and then Crystal Palace. So we got then Chelsea and Manchester United, and then Brentford. And I think the near fixtures are so balanced for him in terms of difficulty. And who else but Mohamed Salah had all the ability to make assist and score goals. And I know there are many good players in Liverpool, just like Wirtz, Gakpo, Isak already, Ekitike. Everyone needs the ball, everyone wants to score, but I think Mohamed Salah in the near pictures, he will be a great player and great asset in our team. Next one is Kudus, and the same reason I just picked Cuti Romero. I know that Romero is good at ball recoveries and the clearances, but Kudus is good at making an assist or just score a goal. So just Kudus is playing very well in this campaign, and I think he is going to be a great asset in our team, and for the long perspectives. And we must see the fixtures again. West Ham United, Brighton, Wolves, Leeds, Aston Villa, and Everton. So it's brilliant fixtures for Spurs, and I think that Kudus is must pick at this moment. So guys, Semenyo is the last midfielder who is going to play for my team under the wildcard, and I'm advising to buy him, because we must see the matches for Bournemouth and match against Brighton, then Newcastle, Leeds, Fulham, and Crystal Palace. So then Nottingham Forest, who has the problems in their team at this moment. So guys, Bournemouth has good fixtures, and Semenyo is the leader of them. He just scored already many important goals for Bournemouth, and double for against Liverpool, the assist against Spurs. So Semenyo is not Spurs, sorry, against Wolves. So Semenyo is a great midfielder, and under that price he's worth to pick, because I think he will have good matches and good performances in the near future. So guys, let's see my forward line. Just like under free hit, under wildcard, the forward line will be the same. And in the case of Mateta, and we can see in the case of Gay, the fixtures are same, of course. Match against Sunderland and West Ham isn't terrible in defense. So Mateta has the ability to play well in the next two fixtures, and not only two fixtures. If we exclude the match against Liverpool, the next fixtures are also good for Mateta and Crystal Palace. And of course, he has the ability to score many goals. I would pick Chris Wood from Nottingham Forest, if not the problems which we got in Nottingham Forest, because you know that president and head coach has tension. There is a tension between them, and possibly Nuno Espirito Santos is going to leave Nottingham Forest, and that means new coach, and I don't know Chris Wood is going to play or not under the new coach, and how good he will be under that new staff. So guys, we got João Pedro, who is must pick, I think, because he has the huge influence in Chelsea, and in the absence of Cole Palmer and Delap, he's going to play for the as a forward, and possibly he will be the leader and the main player who must score goals against opposite teams. And also João Pedro just accumulated too many points, and I think he's the best forward at this moment in FPL to be picked. Next and last is Ekitike, and I just explained he feels the pressure, you know guys, he feels the pressure, and I know that it's a little bit hard to pick Ekitike when you have Isak, but you know Ekitike will play against Burnley, and Isak needs a time to adaptation, and the first choice will be Isak in the near future, I guess. So that's why I just leave 1.1 million in the bank as a perspective, because when Isak starts playing, I think Ekitike will be on the bench, or Gakpo will be on the bench and Ekitike will play as a winger, but the efficiency and contribution will be less for him. So that means my huge preference will be Isak, and if Isak starts playing from the starting lineup in the near future, I have 1.1 million in the bank, and of maybe if we have any injury situation, 1.1 million in the bank will be enough to fix that problem. So guys, that's a team under the wildcard, and if you have any correction in that team, you can comment down below. Please don't forget to subscribe, and please don't forget to join in my league, and let's make it competition between us. Thank you guys for watching. See you later. Wish you all the best. Goodbye.